about the moves just far, my guy. How you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm giving them an A so far for what they've done this offseason. I'd almost say I want to say they're getting a little desperate, but and they're kind of pushing all their chips in. But I like every move. Like this might be a little bit of a desperate move to a sense, but every move has made sense. And so it's like one of the things I screamed at last year is that we were having no pass rush from the interior. Going out and get Osa is perfect. Um, and I know everybody wants an edge, and edges are sexy, but when you talk to some of the best quarterbacks out there, what bothers them the most when that's the center of that line gets pushed back into their face. Yeah. So, and what did we not have last year? Pretty much that. West and Collins were brought in to stop the run, and they are excellent at that. And you never know, maybe one of them can develop into the pass rusher. But right now, neither of them were there. So we either needed to go get a pass rusher in the draft for the interior, or I kind of wanted to get somebody, just go get a vet. I was kind of hoping we were going to get Calais Campbell, who's still out
Calais.
there.
He's
That
nice.
old line is still there, man. He's what 40 years old, and he's still pushing
He
guys
and
around.
still gets it done. And speaking of getting it done, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage right now, ladies and gentlemen, my cousin Ellison Burley is in the mix. What it is, Smooth, and we ain't got
What's
nothing.
good? What's up, man? How you feeling?
Do you know Jason Captain Niner Massey Ellison? This is a wonderful, wonderful dude, man. I hope we can do a lot more coming up in the
We've
upcoming
done shows before. Been a minute.
Yeah,
In the chat.
we've done a
In the
few.
chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been on with you. You're normally on with TJ, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I haven't seen him in a minute, but shout out to him. Prayers and hopes and dreams and aspirations are with you, young man. You're a great, passionate content creator. I hope to see you soon in the funny papers, but I'm gonna borrow your dude here, Captain Niner Massey, as you get everything together in all your endeavors. Amen. Amen. Ellison, how are you feeling tonight? Because we was on the phone a little while ago, just
Yeah,
talking.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This is how this all started off tonight. I feel good about what we've done in DC so far. Still a long way to go before we start, putting on pads and start hitting each other. But I've liked what we've done. Odafe Owe, defensive end from the Colts, someone that we signed. Andrew Wiley, we re-signed him, swing tackle. Dedrick Wise is coming off an injury. Gave him another 1 year deal, kind of a prove it deal. Rashad White, who was in Tampa the past 4 years or so, he's coming in as one of our backs. Larry Tunsil, we re-upped him at left tackle, one of the highest paid left tackles in the game. So I've liked what we've done so far. Adam Peters from being in your neck of the woods for some years in the scouting department in San Fran is running things out here with us, and he's done a good job so far. So now the draft is up, and we'll see what happens from there. But I like some of the moves that y'all have made. Also, Diggy Zor is a good fit. Mike Evans has done his thing too. So I like some of the moves that y'all doing out there in San Fran.
Yeah,
Bringing
that's what
Greenlaw back too is a good move.
that's what Captain was
Yes.
talking
Yeah.
about. And we got Greenlaw coming back on the $7.5 million deal. Big Mike Evans, more on him in a sec. We just picked up Nate Hobbs from the Packers. That's going to be a
Decent slot guy.
yeah. Vidarian Lowe from the New England Patriots. He's going to be on a $12 million deal with 5.75 guaranteed, along with Brett Toth. It's kind of like a candy bar, Tothy. He's coming from the on a 1 year deal. And the trade was Osa Odigazua. I have to channel my Joan Rivers when I say his name. That would help me to Odigazua. Man, I'm excited about him. I clipped him up Thursday, showing just his arm length. He has an 84-inch wingspan.
7 foot, I believe it's
2. but he gets leverage. He's up under people, man. He uses his hands well, and he's gonna give us 3-4 sacks, I think, and he is second in the league in quarterback hits for interior defensive linemen. I really like that. And then we're
I think it
bringing.
was 6 when you put in double teams.
Oh man, he's nice. He's nice. I like his leverage. I like his feet. He's got really active feet. When I look at him on film, man, he's not tap dancing. What would I call it? It's like a typewriter. You can tell when those guys are just got that nimble feet. We used to just get them chopping. And we used to do up downs. When we were in playing, and the coaches would hit the whistle and you do up downs, and you had to just get your feet chopping, when I see that live and then live in color and you doing that is a great indication of
I think for the younger generation, those are called burpees these days.
They still call them burpees.
with you getting your feet, it's supposed to simulate getting cut, getting up off the ground and getting to the play. And when they want to punish you real good, you do up downs.
Yeah, for sure.
We brought Eddie Pinheiro Dinero back. That's a 4-year deal, 17 mil with 10 mil guaranteed. Jake Tonjes is coming back. Patrick Taylor is. I hadn't seen him in a while, Captain Nana Massey. If you can,
he is the break in case of emergency running back. I mean, he's going to just sit there on the practice squad. He's been in this system for a while because he came from the Packers before. If we reach Patrick Taylor, you don't expect much, but he's also not going to ruin the game for you. What he is good at, though, he's actually a pretty good pass blocker. So, I mean, if we're down to just Patrick Taylor on the depth chart for running backs, at the very least, we have a capable pass blocker coming out. And that might be the best thing he does.
Okay, because he's been on a milk box for me. I couldn't replace him. Garrett Wallow is on a 1-year deal along with John Weeks, our long snapper. So we've solidified the kicking game a little bit with John Weeks and Eddie Pinheiro, ladies and gentlemen. And a hand clap of praise is going there. I got to when he do wrong, because I be and John, I'll be coming after you when you're messing up. So
You're supposed to. You're supposed to come at the front office and coaching staff as much as you come at the players. It's
yes,
all one big pot, man.
You got to do your job, man. You got to do your job and do it well. And hey, it's I've been infused with a little bit of optimism. You know, normally I was kind of in the doldrums. I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys, man. I was in the doldrums a little bit because I was like, oh, we're gonna do the same thing we always do. We're gonna mess it up. We're gonna talk Brindle and some also ran guys, but man, when they make those little splashes and you can see, it's kind of like jazz music. A good jazz musician can get the bass line and the kick, and if he's playing keyboard, he can just kind of fill in when you can see where something is going. Oh, he's playing that's Good Times. Okay, I got that done. When you can see where somebody is going with it, I feel real good. But if you got somebody out there, man, who is the kick is, it's a song you like, what are you playing? What are you doing? That's you just lost in the sauce, and I can't get what you're doing. I might not agree with the song, but I need to understand a rhythm or a cadence to how you're moving. And right now it's saying, hey, we want a grown man here at wide receiver. We're tired of messing around with guys who don't come out here in the right shorts, guys who speed past the facility and give them the finger at 104. We don't want divas. We don't want people not being professional. We want to be able to count on you. I don't want you banged up. I want you here. And when they went out there and got a prolific wide receiver with a name who, in the annals of NFL football history, there are only two that have had consecutive 1,000-yard seasons 11 times. And that says a lot to me. That says a lot to the locker room. That says a lot to the community, the faithful, the 49er fans, the organization. You bringing that in here. Okay, I can get that. I'm picking up on your jazz there. That's how I view it.
No, I mean I like to pick up. Mike Evans, he's not a spring chicken, but at the same time, he knows how to use his body. He knows how to run routes. He's smart, and he can bring up some of the younger receivers like Ricky Pearsall and some of
Yep.
the other younger guys in the receiving room, so they can learn a lot from him. He's not going to be a hindrance to you or to anyone in that locker room. I think he's going to fit right in with the culture with Trent Williams if he's back, which I believe he probably will be. And I think he's just a good fit. That tells me the move that y'all made for Mike Evans, for Odigizua, um, that you're going for it. You're not, playing for next year, or I mean, you're not playing for 3 years from now, or 5 years from now. You're going for it next year. So this is a sign to me. You get your big body wide receiver, big play wide receiver on the outside with Ricky Pearsall. You get Kittle back at a certain point in time. Greenlaw's back to go with Warner, Bosa. So you're going for it. You're going for it. So why not? That's how I see it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, one of the things we're missing desperately was some sort of leadership in the wide receiver room. And you throw someone like Mike in there, and we're gonna. If he doesn't have a C on his chest, I don't know what we're doing, because he's been a captain over the Bucks for years, and with his rep around the league and everything, he should just automatically walk in. That'll be his wide receiving core.
Yeah.
He should be able to, like you were talking about, leading with Pearsall, teach him the ways.
Yeah. Sure.
We've only got him here for a couple of years. Let's make it a good 2 years. We're gonna go for it. He's not going to be fast, but like you said, he knows how to use his body. He knows how to get that up there. He's great with his hands, and he's going to open up. He gets a lot of long passes for somebody who isn't a burner. But the reason why, they can just kind of throw it up there, and he is going to muscle his way. Just think about a stronger Juwan Jennings, basically, who can go up there and get that ball. That's what we got.
Faster and a little faster, yeah.
Probably.
And slot cornerback positions.
Man, I like Chase Lucas. I do.
I did like him.
Really do. I don't want to let go of Chase Lucas. That's not.
Is he a free agent?
Yeah.
Is he? Is Chase Lucas a free agent? I don't know. I don't lose Chase. Yeah, check up on those years. Ellison knows Ayuk is trying to slide his way to Washington. And maybe that's what Ayuk need to change the scenery.
I do think that the likelihood of Brandon Ayuk coming to DC is possible. I don't know. Who knows? I think y'all are holding the man hostage, being a little petty and not letting the man go right now. But
he's still a free agent. No one signed him. I thought someone signed him.
Chase Lucas. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And somebody still might. It's still early. It's just the first week of free agency, so he's still got some time. There's a lot of guys still out there for the most part.
Are you concerned with the injuries, Ellison, with Brandon Ayuk? If he were, I mean, we might be pulling the carriage before the horse, but how do you feel about bringing him in?
I mean, it's football, man. It's pro sports. You can get hurt at any time. I've always seen it that way. No matter who you are, what position you play, are some more injured than others? Yeah, but everyone on any given certain down can get hurt. Am I worried about him in our locker room with Jaden and Rashad White, who we signed from Tampa today or yesterday? All of them played together at Arizona State. And I think if he comes in here with his culture around some friends, Dan Quinn, Adam Peters.
Just missing Ricky Pearsall for the ASU connection out there.
Maybe so. But I think if he's around some people that he knows, man, it can steer him in the right direction, keep him on the straight and narrow. This is like example, Dennis Rodman going to the Chicago Bulls on a smaller football scale. They had to contain him sometimes from getting out of control. So I could see that very well possibly happening here in DC. I don't know. As far as I know, he's still a San Francisco 49er at the moment, so I can't tamper with him.
It's tampering period, whatever that means. Who came up with that, right? It's legal tampering.
Legal tampering. Just
say the market's open or something. Yeah, but the lights in the sky are not UFOs. Is gas reflecting light off of Venus. Oh man, he went deep. Hey, Dr. Sheldon Cooper, I just got the Friday Night Lights. It might look different in I ain't been outside. You out there in Utah. That's my man David McNiner. Shout out David McNiner, man.
Good people,
Y'all
David.
get clear skies out there. We get smog and fog. And
Yes, we do.
what else we get? We got pollen out here. I got some pollen if you want to buy a little bit of pollen. We got y'all getting that pollen up there in Virginia, man.
Yeah, we got some. I washed my car one day last week, and 2 days later, it was pollen all on it. So I was like, I wasted money for nothing for the
It's
most
like
part.
And I'm sitting here in the snow.
I was,
Ellison
you know
shared
what?
with me he cut his grass. And
I
then
cut
what
my
happened
grass.
2 hours later, Ellison?
I cut my front yard of grass yesterday. Maybe about this was maybe about 11:30, quarter to 12 in the afternoon, and maybe about 3 hours later, it started snowing,
Yeah.
and it went down to about 30 degrees. So that's what we get here in Virginia sometimes. It's just
Man,
crazy.
that's March. Mom would say March will come in like a lamb and leave like a lion, or
Yep.
come in like a lion, leave like a lamb. And she said March is tricky. You don't know what you gonna
You don't
get.
know what you get. Yeah. One
Yeah.
thing I do know, I don't want no ice, like what we had about a month ago,
Facts.
whatever that was. That was crazy. I don't want to see that again.
Oh, I thought you was talking about if you were a Mexican. Happy Happy Friday the 13th, TARRERDOME, Captain and gentlemen. I don't know. All right, yeah, man. Friday the 13th. This is the second one in
Yep.
the
Yeah.
year
Yep.
because
There's
we
a
did
couple more this year too. I believe.
really,
Ooh,
I think there's a
wow.
few more the rest of the year.
man.
Wow.
Jason going crazy.
Yes, I am.
Got to get you a hockey mask.
That's one thing. Is with not going to work today, I didn't wear the mask. I didn't bring the knife with me. So got a little-
Man, that's scary, everybody. And he's Jason is probably top 3 to me in terms of horror movies. That daggone Michael Myers still scares me, man. I grew up my I was 8 years old when Halloween came out, and Jamie Lee Curtis, as fine as she is, that was the get, back in the day. You wanted to see
Shout
some
out to
Jamie Lee
True
Curtis.
Lies.
When you
If
make
you
a
know,
man
you
ugly,
know.
you just, oh yeah, true
Yeah.
lie.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But Michael Myers, man, that dude, that music just, and he's faster than everything. I think in a horror movie draft, Michael Myers is probably first choice overall, number one in the 2026 draft of of horror movie guys. to me, some people they might put Chucky in there. We have many mountaintops to camp. The view of the stars are 9K, 9 kilometers, feet elevation. Make you think, hey man, yeah, you up there. I know the air up there gets rare. We got 49ers Red Zone in the building, ladies and gentlemen. He's saying, yo, what a fresh avatar. I like to see that. What are your thoughts about now? I include with my off-season moves the coaching staff as well. I like the fact that Kyle went out and replaced, a Titan like Robert Saleh with, my main man Raheem Morris, and then he doubled down a little bit, bringing in Matt Eberflus. That's pretty nice. He's having a nice offseason. I can't lie. He's running like Bam, who scored the 83 points the other night. He's hot. I'm just feeding him the ball. How did you feel about the Raheem Morris, their captain Niner Mass?
I like Raheem Morris. Hopefully, we get a little bit more blitzing out of him. Hopefully, a little bit more, multi-man fronts. One thing with Saleh is that Saleh ran the most plain defense in the world because he wanted his players to, not think and just be able to, just go without, thinking, okay, do I got to do this, or this? You can just react and go. But at the same time, if you're not doing anything to confuse an offense, after a while, they're going to be able to pick you apart individually.
Yeah.
And we got caught with that so many times. So I like pulling up. I like the hire of Raheem. It's a little keeping it with your boys because obviously Raheem goes back with him, McFleur, McVay. All those guys go way back. So I don't remember. I don't remember if they crossed over with the Bucks or if it was a couple of years difference back then. But and then I don't understand about everybody freaking out about Everflus. He's not running the defense. And then yes, I was going to say this, and Collie beat me to it because we were talking about it and disagreeing with it a couple weeks ago about Jerry Gray. And I'm hoping to see our DBs take a step up again, especially someone like Jair Brown, Marquis Siegel. Whoever we draft, because I still think we either need to get a veteran safety or we need to go first round safety because we never invest in safeties and have somebody get tutored by Jerry Gray, who has got the lineage and the career both as a player and as a coach.
Yep.
Let him coach these guys up and go.
All right. I like that. I like that.
And there was. Go ahead.
That's what I was thinking about earlier too, Allison. Who is our DB coach? We just changed. It's going to be Jerry Gray as our DB coach. It was Bullock's, and he's been replaced.
No, I remember Jerry Gray as a player back in Detroit back in the day. So he's been around the game for a long time. And yes, Captain, they did have some crossover. Back in the mid 2000s when Mike Shanahan was the head coach in DC. Kyle Shanahan was on the staff. Sean McVay was on the staff. Kevin O'Connell was on the staff. Raheem Morris was on the staff.
All way back in the day.
All way back in the day. And all of them turned out to be coaches who weren't coaches in DC. So, that goes a long way.
See how you said take that with you. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I remember that. All those guys were on the staff when RT3, Kirk Cousins, and those guys were there in the mid 2000s.
Is that Alfred Morris when he was running back there?
Yep, absolutely.
Alfred Morris drove that Toyota Camry or
it
was some type of Toyota. I like how that man saved a little bit of money by switching to Geico there. 6 picks. So what happened to getting younger, saving money, and getting better through the draft? Well, you are what you are. I was on with John Chapman. We're trying to be something we're really not. we get veterans here. It's a vet flavored time. We like guys. Kyle doesn't play rookie wide receivers very much. They come here and they are on milk boxes. I just saw Jordan. What's the running back we got? Jordan
James. Yep.
I just saw him in the last game during garbage time during Seattle. So just lean into who you are. You like the vets. We want the vets. Everybody likes a name. Everybody likes a guy established. Just go ahead and bring. That's who Kyle want. He don't do young folks well. You with your kooky music or whatever, for whatever reason, Kyle don't mess with them young guys, man. So we need just lean on what we got here. And get bargain basement, good, bona fide pros, vets, who I know that Mike Evans is going to line up and give you 1,000 yards, and he's going to give me about 6 or 7 touchdowns. That's what he do. He don't know nothing else. That's what I lines up, and I gives you what I got. I want to count on that. If we're looking for, the new quick, new and improved, new Coke, Kyle, you ain't gonna get on the field. I still looking for Danny Gray. Y'all remember Danny Gray? Supposed to stretch the field. Oh, Danny Gray.
Same thing with Jacob Cowan. Well, he's been hurt, but still.
Milk box. Go ahead, give me another one. Jordan Walker, milk box.
Bergens,
milk box. It just don't fit.
He only plays wide receivers on young wide receivers if you're first or second round, like Debo and BA. If you're one that's anything past the second down, he'll forget about you for about 2-3 years.
Yeah. Go ahead to the practice squad. That's your locker over there. Over on the practice squad side of the house.
He's gonna be like what? He's like what's his name from Any Given Sunday when he couldn't remember Jimmy Fox's name as a quarterback. He's like, who are you?
Al Pacino.
Yeah, I
Oh
was,
yeah, yeah.
I was like,
Get
yeah,
out
I know
there
who you are. Yeah.
and
And then
and
all of a
and,
sudden he's
and,
like, oh,
and
now you.
imagine your mom's calling you at the dinner bell, and you gotta make a play, and you gotta get out there. 1 inch. I love Any Given Sunday, man, and I'm a football aficionado as well as a movie buff. I love
Steven Willie
good
Beeman.
football movies. Yeah. Kenny says his stomach's bubbling. Oh well, you might want to mention my name, get a good seat at your local bathroom. That's my thing.
You know
Yeah,
what?
go
I
ahead.
always, I always, I think that San Francisco is our cousins out west.
We are.
We we
Yeah.
kind of we kind of intersect a lot, with Cal Shanahan, Mike Shanahan, and we made trades with each other before, Trent Williams, Debo, so on and so forth. I think y'all are
Yeah.
not carbon copy, but y'all are a lot like what we were last year. Um, and we went for it last year. Now it didn't work out, but we went out and signed Bobby Wagner. We went out, we signed Bobby Wagner before, but we had Bobby Wagner, went out, traded for Debo. We got a little older because we were going for it. And I see the same thing this year with you guys. You went out and got Mike Evans. You got some other guys. You're going for it. You're not going really young right now. You're trying to. You see an opportunity in a window, and you're trying to seize it right now. Even with LA and Seattle and some other teams in the NFC, but you're going for your shot. You're shooting your shot. So I'm not mad at it at all.
If you ain't going for it, man, you ain't doing it but sitting pat. And a year removed, people were saying, "Well, we got to think about 26." And 2 years
Yeah.
removed, they was like, "Hey, what's coming up? Brock's contract. We got to think about this. We got to think about. Hey, we here, man.
Yeah, might as well.
Again,
Yeah.
what,
He
what,
said, I know some people said it was these are desperate moves, and I'm like, all right, cool, they're desperate, but these are good desperate moves if that's what you consider them. I
What,
was like,
what's
okay.
what's the desperation? I don't see any desperation.
They're
I
saying,
see going for
getting someone like Mike. I've heard people say, and they're from a specific sect of the content creators that going for someone like Mike Evans is desperate because of his age and coming off the injuries, and it's like, stop, just stop, because he fits the need that we have. But again, it's the certain sect of the fan base that all they do is bitch and moan, but
it. Yeah.
it's a big portion of the fan base.
Yeah,
and
I think every fan base kind of has
most
that.
True, yeah,
You
but
know,
these ones I think are louder than most because
they are.
of who the leader is.
It's Grant Cohen with his little snarky self, and he's the type of dude that goes to the bathroom, doesn't wash his hands, and thinks it's funny to come and shake hands with you. He's just a pessimist. He's the prince of pessimism. He's the Duke of Doubt. If you listen to him, we should have kept Trey Lance. Don't listen to those.
No,
He doesn't know.
as I like to call him and his crew, the Cone Cunt crew, because that's all they are to me.
And he's stick. He's just stick. That man don't know nothing about football. And if Tom Walsh didn't come on his program, he'd just be sitting there like a dummy. It's a waste of a content creator. It's a waste of a journalist. If he's calling himself that, I don't know what he is. He's just a big joke. Tune into some people who know some stuff, who have shouted me out. I am going to shout them out right now. Who shouted?
I knew you were going to get to the man.
The great Johnny Dales, guys like that. John Chapman. You got Wayne Breezy out here, guys who do the work. Captain Nana Massey. We got all types of good content creators who really know ball. Coach, he shouted me out. I don't mess with these people who don't know what they're talking about. They just come up and gin up crazy stuff to get you to click on it and get a hate group going and just like, yeah, we really suck. We're never gonna win. Yeah, you're right, Grant. It just what for?
People feed off negativity, and that's how they've made their career.
Love it.
We were just talking about that when we mentioned on the phone. We were talking before the show, and we mentioned Bam Adebayo, who scored 83 points for the Miami Heat a few days ago. And the next day, everybody was down on him because he scored 83 points, the night before. So
Kobe Bryant rolling over in his grave. No, he's not.
Kobe's probably high-fiving him, if anything.
Absolutely.
Hey, get that, man. I remember how that was, bro. I keep shooting that thing. Kobe, what if you go 0 for 5? I guess I'm gonna go 0 for 6. I'm gonna put that thing back up. I'll shoot
Keep doing it.
it.
Keep
Yeah.
doing it. So we
Somebody
live
said
in a
Ronnie
world of
Bell.
negativity,
God.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and
But quick,
congratulations to I'm saying it wrong. What is it? Adebayo or
Bam Adebayo.
Adebayo. Yeah, 83 points, man. I don't think Captain, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I don't think I can score 83 playing against air.
I didn't even know anybody scored that many, to be honest with you, because I don't really follow basketball anymore.
83 points, man. Wilt got the
That's-
record, of course, with 100 in the game, but nobody saw it. It was on, I think they played it in the high school gym of Hoosiers, but
It was on AFN.
it was on, I think it was on like the radio or something. But Kobe in recent history had 81 back in the day, man. He was playing the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah. I think it
And
was like
he
05, something like that. 05.
it was somewhere. It was around turn of the century. And man, Kobe was putting that thing up. I mean, he just was like, well, at this point, they've had rebroadcasts with Kobe narrating. He said, and he's tweeting on the rebroadcast. He said, at this point, I'm just like, I'm just putting it up now. I'm on cruise control. And he
Yeah.
put up them 81. So the young man got 83 points. It's a big milestone. Shout out to you, Adebayo. And anybody hating on him, all you got to do is go out, get yourself together, and score 84. If it's that easy.
Absolutely. Hey, question for both of y'all.
Go ahead,
Uh,
bro.
I'm guessing, y'all have seen some of the other moves made throughout the league this week.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
what has caught your attention elsewhere throughout the league?
I was hoping he would jump in the chat. We usually kick it with Darwin, and who will be on tomorrow night. David McNiner, my cousin, is available for the mock draft. We used to do mock draft on Saturday night, but what the heck happened with Max Crosby leaving Oakland or leaving Las Vegas? That's a movie reference too, y'all. If you're scoring at home, going to Baltimore, saying bye to everybody. Goodbye is a George Costanza Curb Your Enthusiasm moment. They then say, "Hey man, something wrong with you, man. We can't take you."
I don't think
And
nothing
he has
happened with
to go
Crosby.
back.
The Ravens, they did some that. I want to know exactly what was going on through there, because I don't think it had anything to do with Crosby. That's all on the Ravens organization. So I want to see if were they talking to Trey the whole time.
They were trying to
Kind
get
of,
both. From my understanding, they were trying to get both. They had both of them in the building the same day, so they were trying to sign both guys.
yeah.
Well, they drove the price down to. I mean,
Pennies.
you got to figure how did it benefit the Ravens to do this? Why would you
They
pass
got cold feet
on
about
a
the knee.
premier guy? You know, he's coming off a little bit. He's had a little surgery 2 weeks ago, from my understanding, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and the meniscus is obviously going to go through what it's going through. And what makes you just say, you know, something? Why don't you go ahead and go back? He's a premier pass rusher in the league. I don't know how it benefited them. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what was to come up. Maybe you can enlighten me or tell me a little bit, but I don't know what it was.
I think either it has to be two things. Number one, he's hurt, and they think that knee is worse off than what it is. That's maybe on one hand. On the other hand, I think that it's possible they got cold feet and they
That's what it
wanted
is.
Hendrickson at a cheaper price. I can keep my draft picks, keep my free agents that I just signed as well. It's not a lose lose for the Raiders because they can keep everybody that they signed in free agency, still keep their draft picks, and you still got Max Crosby. So at the end of the day, it still could be a win and a wash for both teams, but it has to be one or the other. They don't trust. They trust their doctors enough to say, okay, this knee's not where it's going to be in 3 or 4 years, or they got cold feet and they didn't want to complete the deal. So it has to be one or the other. There's no in between.
I'm going with cold feet. I think they were worried about it. Then they saw how much like maybe they were trying to get both of them. They were like, but now we can't go get this. Now we're gonna have this, and let's just back out of Crosby. I think they just once the numbers hit them, how much it was going to get they didn't realize that somebody wasn't mathing the math right when they were doing their contracts.
They didn't
kind of thing.
They're
like, oh, wait a minute,
right.
we're only going to have this much money, and we still have to actually field an entire team. That's my guess,
but you knew this going in before you even made
true.
it.
Yeah, that's why it's like I think I don't know. Maybe the owner looked at it and was like, I don't want to pay these two guys this much money.
But I was telling my cousin earlier, they've done this before. We had a wide receiver named Ryan Grant. This was a while ago. We had a wide receiver named Ryan Grant, who was like a third or fourth receiver. He was a free agent. Baltimore signed him during free agency, gave him a nice size deal. Um, 2 days later, came, took his physical, everything like that, passed, all good. 2 days later, a couple days later, the Raiders released Michael Crabtree. So they ended up saying, "Oh well, Ryan Grant failed his physical." And a day or so later, they signed Michael Crabtree. So they've done this stuff before. It's nothing new, but this is much more on a grander scale and more and seen by more people with
Okay, so
more
we've
high profile
established
players.
a modus operandi here. This might be a little bit of
They've
crab
done it before.
cooking with Baltimore. Let me shout out a special person, man. The antithesis of Grant Cohen, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't, please subscribe and like and stomp your feet and light a match for Mr. Johnny Dales, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Dales is my guy. This man knows ball, unlimited, unprecedented, unbridled. This dude can tell you the concept that they're running, the defense that they're attempting to do, not their read and everything else, man. Shout out to Johnny Dales. He says, loves to hate on Grant as much as Grant loves to hate the San Francisco 49ers. And you have accurately described me. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what I like to do. Because I've been on with Grant years ago. And I approached, I said, you like the Philadelphia Eagles, don't you? Because I can see just you can see the manner of tone that somebody has when the Eagles do something. It's like, oh, they're just great. Oh my God, the Eagles do, and then the 49ers do the same thing, and it's like, oh, that just so I know who you like, man. And if you like them, if you slurp them, move to Philadelphia. Get the cheesesteak. Get the cheesesteak. Get the Boys to Men soundtrack album and go to Philadelphia. We ain't got time to be messing around with you. The faithful are knowledgeable, man. The real faithful are no ball. We trying to do something in life. And maybe the reason why we can't get to where we're going is because of you, loser. Moving right on, ladies and gentlemen. They said, I have a track record, Kenny says. I bet you do. What else we
I,
got going
I
on?
found
Victory lap.
Kyler going to Minnesota as something to keep an eye on. Um, I think he could potentially start opening day for them. I don't think they're sold on JJ McCarthy.
They are
So
not at all.
no,
I think it's almost got to be an open competition at this point with how
Oh
bad
yeah.
he's looked at.
probably. And Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, who was the GM in Minneapolis or Minnesota, is back with you guys now.
Yep.
I think JJ McCarthy was his pick, not Kevin O'Connell's. And I think Kyler Murray being in Minnesota is the reason. Kevin O'Connell is the reason Kyler Murray is in Minnesota. I think he's gonna start opening day. That's just me.
You think Kyler's gonna come in and start at Minnesota over
I do.
JJ?
I do. I think
I'm, I'm
JJ
with them on
was
that.
Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah's pick, not
Wow.
Kevin O'Connell's. I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Let me throw another one at you. We talked a little bit about it on the phone, but I was trying to save and hold something back. Down
Yeah.
in Atlanta, you got
Yeah.
Tua going to the Falcons. He's there with Penix. Get your take on that, or let everybody else get your take. How do you see that one unfold?
I think it's a wide open competition.
I think Tua
Penix,
takes it.
I won't be surprised. Both of them have injury history, so gotta be aware of that.
Yeah.
But if it's an open competition, it's up for grabs. It is up for grabs. And I haven't seen two left-handed quarterbacks have an open competition. That might be the first. This might be the first time for me.
That's like I think they're the only team that has two left-handed
Two
quarterbacks
left-handed quarterbacks.
in like how I can't remember how many years. Someone said it earlier
Yeah.
when I was watching somebody, and I was like, "Damn, as a left-handed person,
That is
that's a
not.
little
That is
sad."
not.
It's odd. Yeah, I haven't seen that before.
I
But
haven't seen that yet.
but like I was telling, I can't remember who I was telling. At least I might have been in the chat a couple of days ago. If one of the quarterbacks goes down, you don't have to change up a whole lot with the scheme, with the
Nope.
offense,
True.
and the play. We go from one left-handed to another left-handed, so you got some continuity there. But I think it's an open competition, and I wouldn't be surprised if 2-1 if it's really open. It wouldn't shock me at all.
I don't
Hey.
think he'll be on much of a leash with Penix, depending on for his play if he wins
And,
it.
and you got to think they got a new coach too, who's not tied to Penix.
Yep.
Who wasn't in the draft when they drafted Penix, so he has no, prerequisite
Call
to
back Kirk
actually
Cousins.
commit.
Question
I don't
on the
think they want to do
left-handed
that.
thing. If you've got a left-handed quarterback,
Dylan Gabriel.
does the right tackle become more of a premium than the left?
Absolutely.
Yep.
100%. Yep. Absolutely. 100%.
So by proclamation, they should have probably the best right tackle
tackle.
in football.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, with two left-handed
everything
quarterbacks. Yeah.
Yeah, everything flips for sure. 100%.
Wow. Yeah, they lefties.
It's
And
tough
he
being
made-
left. It's
and
tough
Kenny-
being left-handed, man.
Hey, Kenny made a good point right here. Dylan Gabriel with Cleveland was drafted when Stefanski was a coach last year. So I wouldn't be surprised with Cleveland. They got Shador and Deshaun Watson coming back. I wouldn't be surprised if somehow Dylan Gabriel got out there to Atlanta.
Mixes with the lefty destination of
another
choice
lefty.
is Atlanta.
Yeah.
A bunch of left-handed desks in the quarterback room, because that's a hard thing to get when you was in school, man. I hated it for the lefties.
It sucked, man.
I
As a
think
left-handed person.
You get like one desk, in the classroom, maybe two.
That's why we all die early.
Left-handed.
They've done it. Left-handed
done
people
studies?
on average, they've done studies. Left-handed people on average die 7 years sooner than right-handed people.
Wow.
And
Wow.
there's no actual reason for it. The only thing they can think of is that because everything is backwards and nothing is made for you, it's just the stress of being a left-handed person. So here's a crazy thing. So growing up playing ball, my dad was always my baseball coach until I was about 10 years old. I batted right-handed, and I'm left-handed. I throw left-handed, everything. Finally, I got a different coach besides my dad, and they're like, Massey, why are you up to bat right-handed when you're left-handed? I'm like, I don't know. Everybody else bats this way. He's like, why didn't your dad teach you how to bat left-handed? Practice, taught me how to bat left-handed. First at bat left-handed, home run.
Wow. Look at that. There you go. So you basically a switch hitter then.
You're
more of a valuable commodity than 90% of the people walking on the earth. I think it's cool. I like to be special, but not so special as to short but special. You know what I mean? Anyway, Grant and his followers make me think of John Wick movies. Grant is like Lawrence Fishburne as the Bowery King, and his followers are like homeless living underground with him. Oh yeah, that's an ultimate troll there. He deserves a bill there. That's a nice one. Great movie reference. He put it in perspective and he actually explained his point. Big Brick is my guy, ladies and gentlemen. 49ers Red Zone says, what's more surprising to me about Grant? Oh Lord, this is gonna be the Grant show. Hey Grant, you getting that work. Sorry, dude. Is he seems to get fans to think like him and pretty much agree with everything that he says. At least that's what it seems like. No, they cronies. They dress alike and everything. I think they all shop at Gap, Baby Gap, or something like that. Collie Young, they are still.
Collie put up another great content
not
creator.
Gonna lie. Let me see, Ellison. What else did we discuss? Refresh me. I got
Walker to Kansas City is going to put them where they need to go.
Kenny cut back Walker to Kansas City,
and that loses a lot for Seattle,
bruh.
That is I think he's the engine that made that offense go.
Kenny cut back Walker was problems
in the postseason. He was. We can't forget that he was sharing carries with Charbonnet for a good portion of the year. So I think he had a good playoffs, good postseason for sure. I wouldn't be shocked if Kansas City took Jeremiah Love if he's there in the draft. I wouldn't be shocked. I don't necessarily look at Kenneth Walker as a every down my starting running back. I think he's more of a rotational guy. That's just me personally. Um, but we'll see. He, like I said, if Love is there, they got an opportunity to get him. I think they'll
Man,
jump at
I
the chance
hope
to
they
get
don't
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah
Did,
Love. I really
did
don't.
Kelsey resign? I haven't paid
Yeah,
attention to them. Okay,
yeah,
Yeah, he's
I
coming
figured he
back.
would.
And the
yeah.
theory on that is, man, he was on tour with Taylor Swift, and she's like, "Hey, you need somewhere to go.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
Don't you have a like the football thingy thing to do or something? Uh, oh, baby, I thought I'd be there, but no, we don't. We don't
She
want
needs her space.
that. I don't, man. If they mess around to get my man Jeremiah Love, that kid does impress me, Allison. He
I
really
love him.
does. I thought it
I
might have
love him.
been a little bit of hype till I turned the film on and looked at him. And we beat him, and I say we, y'all know I'm a Miami Hurricane man through and through. We beat him in that first game of the year, and we bottled him up pretty good. Of course, we got Nezador on one side and Ruben Bain on the other, but going back and looking at some of his games, man, the balance this guy's got. And when he makes contact with you, his spins off of there and his acceleration. He ran a 4.39, and the combine by no means for me is the end all be all, but it was further proof that what we were seeing on Saturdays, he's as advertised, man. I really, really like him running. Reminds me a little bit of young Tony Dorsett.
Ooh, wow.
This is this goes back for you young and I'm the crusty old veteran here, but coming up, I loved Tony Dorsett, man. This is back in the 70s, y'all. And he just had balance. You could hit him, but he would spin off of it. He would spin, and then when he hits the hole, he is hitting that thing with intentions of getting to the tape. And he's a monster. I hope they don't get him though. I don't want him going to Kansas City.
No, that would.
That'd be bad neuse.
They got a shot. They got a shot. I think
Did
he's
they
the
get
best.
any wide receivers?
I can't remember. I think he's the best pure player in the draft, all around player in the draft. I really do.
Wow. What
I
about my
do.
boy Ruben Bain?
I like Bane. I think Bane is getting a bad rap because they say he got short arms. I don't care about that. Just cut on the tape and see for
Yeah.
yourself if the man can play or not. I think him and David Bailey are the best two edge rushers in the draft for me. I'm not big on Ohio State guys. Sorry, Callie. I just don't trust them. Don't trust them. Arvell Reese and Tate and all that, I don't trust none of them. I think Sonny Styles is going to be pretty good
Sonny
out of
Styles
all of
is
them.
legit. Sonny
Yeah, I
Styles
think
is
Sonny Styles
legit.
will be pretty good.
Yeah.
Them other guys, I don't trust none of them. But I do
Damn,
like Jeremiah
Kenny.
Love.
Seattle lost 5 big pieces and have 4 picks. That's what I was saying at the end of the year when they were like, "Oh, Seattle! Oh my God, how are we going to be Seattle?" Hey man, let it play out. Success has its privilege as well as its penalty.
Can't pay everybody.
They're gonna take a couple of your coaches. They're gonna take a couple of your free agents. They're gonna take that success. They're gonna take the team. I think the team is on the block to get
It is.
purchased. Am I correct?
But everybody's freaking out about that up here. But that's been known since what's his name died. It had to be sold within so many. So everybody's like, "Oh, they're selling it now because it's at its height." No, this is the last year it was available to that his wife could keep it or whatever it was. So
it was in his will. He wrote it that way because he owns the Blazers too, and they sold the Blazers about a year ago. So everything was.
It's all according to the plan.
This way. Yep.
Yeah, but it just happened to coincide with them winning the Super Bowl, and now there's people up here saying that they're selling the team because there's also a new millionaires tax that they're passing up here, and so that the team's trying to leave. I'm like, that has absolutely nothing to do with it. And, negativity feeds, man. Just like the whole thing with the other guy.
So you think Bezos gets it?
Bezos, man. I think he's the front runner.
Okay.
I think it's a front runner, or they'll put together a bunch of tech guys from here in Seattle. And they'll pick it up,
Okay.
Just as long as Elon Musk doesn't get it,
right?
the richest man in the world, reportedly. But I don't think those oil guys in United Arab Emirates, and I don't think they even reported to Forbes because they don't. They
They
look,
don't. They're on a whole nother level of rich.
dude,
They
yeah,
eat gold flakes because they're
yeah.
so rich.
They're like, why are you reporting your money like that? We don't brag about that. You know, I I drink from my gold chalice. With
I've seen
some
some of them guys eat. They
golden
put
honey.
gold flakes on like chicken wings, and I'm just like, damn,
Yes.
what a waste.
Made from the bees of the bullion. I don't think it's wise to put out how much money you have. But hey, $1 trillion or 850 billion, which is sick, man. What
I think
you gonna do with
they're expecting
850
10 billion for it. I
billion?
think is what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. I heard it's going to be between 10 and 12 billion for the Seahawks, somewhere around
Hey, maybe they can buy it. And, Macklemore and Sir Mix-a-Lot can buy it up here.
there.
Hey, put your pennies together, fellas. Put your pennies together. Get a
And
little
we're getting the
part-time
Sonics back.
job, and you too can be an NFL owner.
Can I let me go back to something Callie said. Callie said he got mad that I said something about Arvell Reese. Arvell Reese, and I could be wrong. If I'm wrong about Arvell Reese, I'll come back on here and say that I was absolutely wrong. Arvell Reese to me doesn't have a bend, no bend at all coming around the edge. He has no hips. So I don't know. I don't think you play him as a DN. I think you play him as a 3-4 outside linebacker. If you ask him to be a pure pass rusher, that's not him. So if you play him out of position, you draft him and play him out of position, he's going to be a journeyman within 3-4 years.
For real, you putting that on it?
Yeah, he's not an edge rusher. He's not a DN. He's not an edge rusher. He's a 3-4 outside linebacker at
Okay.
best.
Okay. All right. Allison done put that on it. Hey, we got it clipped up.
Nigerian
Going to
baby.
be on YouTube on into perpetuity. That's the Arvell Reese has no position. Kenny is in agreement. Let the Jets take him at 2. Man, the
He
Jets,
might go to. He might go
the
to.
Jets, the Jets got 2 first-round picks. Do they?
Yes, they do. Yeah, Dallas does too. Dallas has 2 first-round picks from the Micah trade, and the Jets have 2 first-round picks from the Sauce Gardner trade. I
Wow.
think some. I think somebody else has 2 first too. I think.
Rams.
The Rams might be the Rams. I can't remember. It was somebody else. I think it's another team. 13 has 2 Rams.
I hope it ain't them Rams, man.
The
They are
Rams,
setting up.
they rebuilt the whole secondary, didn't they?
Rams are setting up, man. They are serious out here. We're going to have to face them boys 2 times at least. And you have your conspiracy theories with the National Football League. I shared this with Ellison. I really think they trying to set up a Rams Chargers Super Bowl in LA in SoFi. It's just they've never had 2 teams that shared one stadium play the Super Bowl in their home stadiums in the history of the National Football League, and it just would be so great. A lot of breaks are going to go their way. The key to it will be watching the scheduling for the Chargers and the Rams. When they have really, really nice, favorable scheduling, you're like, oh, yeah, y'all trying to hook it up. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
But it very well could happen. It very well could happen.
It could. It could.
For sure.
Talented quarterbacks, a definite Hall of Famer. I think Matt Stafford's a Hall of Famer.
Oh,
First
yeah.
ballot. If sane people are voting for me, I know the
Yeah.
whole Bill Belichick. I ain't even gonna get into that, but and one of the most talented in the league. We got to say top 3 as far as passer talent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, easily.
Herbert is that.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he got a bad rap in Detroit, for whatever reason. But he's been one of the top 5, 6 quarterbacks in the game since he's been in the league. To me, I've always thought Matt Stafford was undervalued, and people didn't appreciate him as much. He was in Detroit on some bad teams, and he really only had Calvin Johnson for some time, so he got a bad rap. But once he got to LA, he showed you who he was, man, and like you
Instantly
said,
showed you who he really
for
was.
sure.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. 100%. Big time player, man.
Yeah. Don't we do this thing where we make it a detriment because you're playing with a really great player, and he had Megatron for a number of years, and they would say, well, the only reason he's good, he's got Megatron. He's got Megatron. He's got Megatron. But I remember distinctly a game where I think he was playing the Cleveland Browns, and they had knocked the dog piss out of him. And his shoulder was, I think the daggone shoulder was separated, and he went to the sideline with it, but they needed to run one more play. And he just went on out there with one arm, and he wins the game at that. And I think that was a signature moment for Matt the Cat Stafford for me.
They got to carry him one game because of his knee too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They're carrying him between plays as they went down the field.
He's tough, man. He's a tough dude, man. Texas guy. Yeah, he's tough. And his little wife, she got mad at the Rams season ticket holders because the 49ers was buying up all the tickets. She went on and launched a media campaign and said, do not sell your tickets to any of those 49er people. So,
yeah, they do the same thing up here in Seattle, except it's the Seahawks that do it.
They do that too?
Oh, yeah, but it comes from the actual Seahawks. They try to bully the fans into not selling tickets to anybody, but especially 49er fans.
Hey, man. Hey, it is what it is. All tactics.
So are you in Seattle? Or
yeah, I'm just south of Seattle.
Okay. So when you're Niners fan in Seahawk country, how's that going for you?
It's a little rough right now, no lie.
Yeah.
It's a little rough. Off the Super Bowl, yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't as bad. The first one wasn't as bad because it was like, all right, there's some people I've known since I moved here. I was like, it's cool to see other people, their first Super Bowl parade. I went to the first one here. This one I was like, nah, I'm not going.
Wise choice. A wise choice.
I know some 49er fans that went up there. I just didn't want to. I was just like, yeah, not this time.
Yeah.
But it gets a little rough up here. But otherwise, it's fine.
Yeah, I can imagine that. And Cali, why did Cali keep bringing all these Ohio State Buckeyes to me?
Man, you trigger him. You know that man is Ohio State.
Hey man,
to the day he dies.
I like Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs is good. I think Caleb Downs is going to be Brian Branch from Detroit, who's a good safety. I think they're carbon copies of each other. I just don't know if I've taken Brian Branch in the top 10 of the first round of the draft. So I think he's in that class of player, but I'm not drafting that player in the top 10. If I can get him at 15, anywhere between 15 and 20, that's good value. But I'm not taking Caleb Downs top 10. That's just me.
I like the Ohio State guy. I don't like Ohio State quarterbacks.
None of them.
But man,
not even CJ Stroud.
If you get a receiver or a defensive back from the Ohio State University,
would you take a quarterback from USC or Ohio State first?
USC.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that one.
USC.
Can I get a third option on there? The quarterbacks, they a little iffy, but man, that DB system, they're DBU to me. DBU, they're wide receiver U. I'll let LSU be DB. Now, Ohio State got both of them to me, man. Great system, great cornerbacks, safeties, and wide receivers, man. You just can't go wrong with an Ohio State guy, man. They train them different there. They're good at what they do.
They are. And you said it right. It's a system. It's a system. They have carbon copies of the same player and body.
Yeah, they have a mold and they don't stray from it at all.
Chase Young and Arvell Reese are probably the same guy at Ohio State. Carnell Tate and Terry McLaurin are the same receiver. Omeka Ibuka and what's the other guy? Jackson Smith and Jigba are the same.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, yeah, man.
They're the same. You can run copies all of them of each other. They have this system and a body type and a prototype of which they stick by. That's why they have success. I don't know if they have success a lot in the pros, but in the college game for sure. They're one of the upper echelon programs in college football.
I think it transfers over. You know, you just mentioned the names. Jackson Smith and Jigba led with all did he
True.
yards and receptions, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah, for
And
true.
He
But
was at least top 5 in damn near every
yeah,
category,
yeah,
but
minimum.
man.
I can, but
It just
in that same vein, I can mention, Dwayne Haskins, and I can mention Michael Boston, and
Yeah.
some other guys that didn't pan out that came out of that system too, and came out of that program. But all programs have it. It's not just them. But that's the one we're talking about right now. But
yeah,
it's not.
Yeah,
they
because they're
good.
so elite right now compared to everybody
Yeah,
else.
yeah, for
I
sure.
like
Yeah,
them Ohio State guys. I tell you, I like them a lot better than them Florida guys. I bet that. Florida guys be posing, y'all. I do not like University of Florida, man. Don't mess with these guys. Don't mess with
hey, but he is right here. Jeremiah Smith gonna be a problem. That's one guy's gonna be a problem that they got. That kid, he's coming out next year in the draft. That kid's gonna be a problem. He's right on the money. He's spot on right there. That kid's
Yeah,
gonna be a
man.
problem.
Yeah, they get it in. Yeah, hit that like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that, smash that like button. That's what Red Jet Shell says uh in her
Dre Greenlaw, that button across the
is
middle of
that
that button.
gold LeMay that you got on the highlights there, Red Jet? That look real nice. That look real nice. Stroud has regressed. No argument there. Yes, I don't know, man. Stroud was, I don't know what happened, man. He was on a trajectory, but it just looked like, did the league figure him out a little bit, or is he some personal things
He just
going on?
hasn't grown.
It's lapse. Yeah, just a little lapse. You know, you got to just make the most of it.
I don't. I think he is what he is. I think he is. I think he's been this since he's been in the league. I think he had a great rookie year. Um, and it's sort of like my guy. He had a great rookie year. And there's still some question about what he will be. Um, so we'll see.
Yeah, but at least with Jaden, he had some injuries to go through though.
Yeah, Jaden had them injuries and that soft. It's kind of
Yeah,
the sophomore jinx. People see you coming now. You know where
yeah.
surprise.
Yeah, now he's got to take that step.
Yeah,
I'll say this as someone who sees every snap of every game. Even when he wasn't hurt this year, he missed some throws that he
okay.
should have made. I'll just leave it there.
You mean miss him in terms of inaccuracy, or the ball should have went there and he went somewhere else, or he bailed out.
He missed some targets, easy targets. Overthrows
His
sometimes.
placement was off.
Yeah,
Okay.
even when healthy, he missed some throws that he may look routine the year prior. So that's why I kind of. And everyone says, yeah, you got one, you got a franchise quarterback. I think we do, but I can't say for certain that I do. Not based off the games that I saw him play. Was he good in some games? For sure, absolutely. But he missed some throws last year. He did, 100%.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. The man being
I
fair.
mean, it's only second year, so we'll see.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You got room to grow, man. It's a lot of room on the a lot of cheese on the Whopper, a lot of runway to still be utilized there. Let me
Yeah.
see what else I got in the news here. Uh, Now, I much ado about Mike Evans' age, but I will remind folks he is 32 years old now. He will be 33. There's some other great receivers who have made it to the Hall of Fame who played well beyond their 32nd and 33rd year. Case in point, Art Monk, who went on to win another Super Bowl and play at high levels. Jerry Rice, who at 32 went to the Super Bowl and won in 1994 with the San Francisco 49ers. Terrell Owens. There are several instances. I don't have it pulled up right now, but I was just going back and looking at the annals of time. And I guess my main point being 32 as a receiver is different than 32 as a running back.
Yeah.
100%.
I know we all, hear that 30 number is like, oh my God. But for good players, 32 can kind of be a springboard, and you might have 4 or 5 really outstanding years after you hit that 32nd birthday, particularly coming off of the an injury year that was your first year. You didn't get 1,000 yards. Just saying, just keep that under your hat. Look back at other 32 years. Randy Moss at 32 goes to the New England Patriots and had a pretty good year. Had a pretty good year. I know. I think it was second year in New England, but pretty good. That Moss guy's okay.
You have some for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Henry Ella put up some big time numbers after 30. Just go back and do your research. There's been a lot of them, like you said. Fitzgerald,
Chris Carter, Marvin Harrison,
Fitzgerald. There's another one. Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Hines Ward. Hines Ward is another one.
I love Hines Ward. Nobody mentions Hines Ward enough. If you're he probably won't be mentioned in terms of who's the top receivers ever to play the game. You know, that'll be for your elite guys, your Randy Moss, your Jerry Rice, you know. But if you're starting a team, I want Jerry Rice on one side, Michael Irvin on the other. Give me either Hines Ward or Fitzgerald at the slot. That's me. I need a tough, thinking, durable receiver who isn't going to be all flaky or nothing. And Hines Ward, man, I is so crazy about it. Former Super Bowl MVP too. Hines Ward.
I'll tell you another one that's putting up good numbers past 30. Cooper Kupp.
Cooper was formidable, man. Cooper was out here getting it. He would be the bailout for Jackson Smith and Jigba. And a couple of times you've got to really think about in terms of our focus will be on Jackson Smith and Jigba, but that Cooper Kupp is very capable. Former All-Pro will tear you up on the opposite side.
You know, here's one for you.
I like him. Talk to me.
Donald Driver.
Donald Driver. Yeah. Donald Driver was nice, man. And I can't stand them Packers. They would always beat us in the playoffs, but I got to give it up. Donald Driver. We had my man from Antonio Freeman. Them Packers would just make me so mad. They were good though.
I had to go look it up. So I was like, there's got to be more than just these names.
Oh yeah. You seeing one now? Devontae Adams.
There go another one.
Yeah.
On his second or third team. He was out there with the Las Vegas, man, and it's well documented on the receiver Netflix. Jimmy G was pissing him off. He said, "I'm getting away from Jimmy
Tim
G."
Brown. I hadn't thought about Tim Brown.
Tim Brown. Here's another one.
Yep.
I'm telling you, man, these guys get warmed up. They like if y'all have ever heard or ever had a Toyota or a Honda. Hey, man, you hit 120,000 miles. That thing just starting to get warm. That thing, they made to go 200, 300,000 miles. It's just what they do.
You know what, man? It's not that Mike Evans. The biggest thing in this whole thing of Mike Evans even coming to y'all, I'm just surprised that he left Tampa.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to retire, Buck. I really did. So
I thought he was going to be through with that team.
Yeah.
I was shocked. Not that he can't play anymore. He's not worth the money. I was just shocked that he left, period. I thought he was a Buck through and through. So that's the main thing for me. I was just shocked he left.
I was like, man, he's not, because everybody talked about it, and I was like, yeah, well, it'd be nice to get Mike Evans, but I'm like, he ain't leaving Tampa Bay.
I thought the same thing. Yeah. I thought just the exact same thing. I thought he'd never leave. But
Bebop Jones is shouting me out here. He says, I appreciate the well wishes. Made me more positive going into it. He had a big interview. Thank you much. Hey,
hope you got it. Bebop.
You a winner, man. You always gonna be a winner. Go in there. The Bible says we operate from a position of victory. We already got the victory. Just act like you got the victory. Even if you don't, it can look the way it wants to look, but you got the victory. It's all right. It's all right. Go in there, be a winner, man, and stay positive on anything you try. I'm sorry, gentlemen. Go ahead. What was y'all saying?
No, for sure. Yeah, he got it for sure. Stay positive. Things will work out for you, man. Keep your head, hold your head. Don't get down, and keep plugging along, man. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah, man.
That's all you can do.
Something got
That's
to
all you
break.
can do.
49ers
Absolutely.
Red Zone says Toyotas really do last a lifetime. They do, man. I had the Camry. No, mom had the Camry, and then after dad passed, I went on to purchase it. I drove it around up in DC and everything for a little while. Kennedy goes to college. Might as well get the Camry, girl. Go get the Camry. She drove that thing around and around, and then that thing will go a couple of generations. It's the pass down car. Look, I don't know what they put in them engines, man. Must be real steel or something. But
It might be. Might be. They don't do it today, that's for sure.
Nope.
Not at all.
they'll put like patent leather in there.
Yeah.
Congrats, Bebop. Let me see. You already know Red Evans knows Brock is a baller. Hey, that probably played into it a little bit. I ain't want to toot my own horn, but toot. Yeah,
I mean, he chose Brock over him. Allen, what was he could have stayed in Tampa with Baker. Tons of places he could have gone.
He could have went everywhere, but you hear, as the guy says at the end of the show, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me.
Yeah, sure.
He came to see Brock, man, and Brock is serious about his business. That's what played into a little bit of the Kendrick Bourne thing, man. I can't have you out here making TikTok videos and being silly and lining up wrong. Brock got to have you where you're supposed to be. We had a guy named Ray McLeod, and Ray very, very talented, gifted guy, twitchy and everything. But dude, I can't have you out here. You're supposed to run the 7 route. I need you at the 7. That's a flag route. What are you doing trying to make your little shimmy moves over here? I need you to be there because Brock is putting that thing where it needs to be. He hits his 5th step. He's coming off of it and he's launching it. And you out here messing around with this and messing around with that, or I gotta line you up here. You need a professional who I'm on my 3rd step. I'm going to hitch, and that ball is coming out right there on the hash. Be there. That's it. Whatever you got to do, make sure you're there. And
is Bourne still there?
Nope, he's with the Cardinals.
Oh, okay.
That one hurts a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
In the division.
Okay. Yeah, but Bourne be out here just doing. I bet he be on TikTok making little silly video. Great guy. I love it. I know he's a wonderful hang. The guy you want to chill with and make a TikTok video with. Hey, let's put our dance moves together. Dude, I gotta have professionals out here, man. Seattle get ready to beat us.
If you can make that much TikTok videos, at least line up where you're supposed to.
Yeah. That if you got your choreography right for TikTok, please. Please be right for the 7 route or the dig or the 8, whatever, what have you.
For whatever reason, man, I just cannot put my finger on the Cardinals. I just cannot get a read on them at all.
As to why they're always bad?
Cardinals go Cardinal. We count on it every year. They Cardinal out.
You can look at the Raiders and you can tell it starts at the top. You look at the Cardinals, it's like, what? Yeah. Like, they're okay. They're not bad. Their owner is not doing stupid things, this and that. He's trying. They just need something else there. Someone's got to suck. They're all, no matter what the sport or anything else, someone has just got to suck for no reason.
And they'll get good players. They'll get good play like Buda Baker. They'll get
James Conner.
Simmons.
They got McBride.
They will get McBride. They will get good players, but it's just something about they just fall apart. They just middle season. They'll start off like gangbusters. Middle season, do. You can change the coach. Middle season, do. the Cardinals just Cardinal. I can't explain it.
Yeah, and they got a new coach too. Was that Michael Flores, the coach out there?
Yeah, he's one of those LaFleurs. Yeah, LaFleurs and Kubiaks are like the Kennedys and the Jacksons in America. You just
They're
they just
everywhere.
football family. Yeah, they're ubiquitous. There's a word for you, Red Jet Shell. Ubiquitous, seemingly everywhere.
Pretty much. That's
I,
what because
I
Kubiak
love,
is in. Kubiak is the coach of the Raiders now,
Yep.
right? So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. You got to get a Kubiak, got to get a LaFleur.
Shanahan. You
Yeah.
Get
got
your
one too.
Shanahan. get you one of those guys. I remember pumping gas about about 4 or 5 years ago, and I was I had my 49er gear on or something, and the guy, he says, "Oh, the 49ers, you know something? Man, my team, I think he was talking about Buffalo, maybe, or the New York Jets, or somebody." And he said, "Man, I want one of those Shanahan guys." It's just that's it. They just can turn your stuff all around, man. Give me one of those Shanahan guys, LaFleur or somebody. Once you get one of those guys, oh, you're good to go. And I felt real good with with him saying that around the league, they're recognized as maybe not winning the Super Bowl. I know that's the end all be all, but if you were, if you came through the tree of Shanahan, McVay, LaFleur, Kubiak,
You got
people
a
have
shot.
it's like a trust blend,
Yeah.
a trust brand, and they, at least we know we're solidified here. We got somebody who knows ball. So,
No, I agree. I definitely agree. Yeah. No one's ever going to question if Kyle can coach or not. You know, like you said, the end all be all is a Super Bowl, but you got one of the best offensive minds in the game. I think you got a hell of a coach. Um, so I know
Our tight
people
ends
not.
coach just got hired here in Seattle, and he's never called plays before as their offensive coordinator. That's how far the trust goes with
Yeah,
Shanahan,
for
guys.
sure. Yeah, absolutely.
got to be
He,
good. He was with Shanahan. Go ahead, and let
yeah,
him in here and play.
he knows something,
Yeah, he knows something.
Hey, the
and
water
you
boy,
know
you
what?
never called plays, but you gave water to Shanahan. You can
Yeah,
The boombox
help the
guy.
Aries.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was with Shanahan.
and you know what? He'll probably end up working out too. That's just how it goes. Honestly,
he's the boom back guy this week. Next week he'll be the quality coach for the
quality
wide
control.
receivers.
And
Yeah,
he moves up, and
Yep.
then, then he's running the
Next thing you
defense.
know, he's coaching the Rams or something.
Look
yeah,
at
man.
that guy. He's made it all the way to the top. Then you get you a Cleveland Browns job, and
Yeah,
You
hey,
look at McDaniels. McDaniels never did a hard, never called plays, this, that. Next thing you know, he's coaching the Dolphins. Like everybody's like, who the hell's a Mike McDaniel?
he's out there looking like El DeBarge. Now Harbaugh's brought him in, so
Yep.
that whole
yeah,
blend. He's
yeah,
the linchpin of the 49er trust. He's like this middle passage, if you
yeah,
will, of all 49er stuff. He's gonna get it from both of them, and
yeah.
he's gonna tell a book one day. He's got a book to tell.
And he's gonna do a good job with Herbert too.
Oh
It's not
yeah,
it's not
yeah.
that
We'll
he
see.
can't coach either. It didn't end well in Miami, but he definitely got that offense up and running, and he had some good teams while he was there. He knows his football, man. He's gonna be okay.
I
We
mean,
talked about it.
we have
Remember
Roman.
they put them 70 on Denver that
On
time.
Denver, yeah, he can coach, man.
I
He can
mean,
coach.
they
Yeah,
had Greg
that was
Roman as their OC. And we know about Greg Roman and his inability to develop quarterbacks.
Yeah, I was
So I
surprised.
mean,
I was surprised he got another job
yeah,
after he
why
left.
would I never understood why Harbaugh went back to him after as failed as that offense got with Cap and no
Yeah.
developmental anything with him or at all.
Here's
Why
the
go
deal.
back to him?
Here's the deal with Roman. Roman can get the most out of a quarterback early in his career. He can make it so that you become a name. But now taking you to the next stratosphere, like A&R is in record labels, taking you to going from smaller venues to bigger venues, he's not that guy. He's not going to elevate you to the levels of a Shanahan, of a LaFleur and a McVay and stuff like that. But if you got a rookie, unpolished quarterback, he can dumb down that thing a little bit. And I shouldn't say dumb, but he can simplify things for you to become a winner and hit the league first. That's what Cap did. Out of nowhere, Cap became Cap, and he still got playoff records. If you ask Green Bay, he's still running down the field. But
Still
as far as developing him to be knowing that the strong safety is coming down into robber, or the free safety is coming down to lurk, and going to the opposite hash and things like, no, we don't do all that. We keep it simple, and if you can't find it, go ahead and run. That's what he did with Lamar too. Hey, Lamar, if you don't see it, go ahead and use your skills here, buddy.
Yeah,
But
he's only gonna go but so far, and he has a shelf life as a coach, and you got to know that as a quarterback, man. He's only gonna take you to a certain amount, and to take that quarterback to the next level, you have to bring somebody else in eventually. He probably has a shelf life of 2 years, honestly. So, but I'm surprised he continues to get jobs. Like I said, I was surprised once he left y'all. He went out to Baltimore. I was really surprised. And
You
he
gonna say,
lasted
man,
there for a
once
while.
you're a coach in the NFL or anything like that, they will just recycle you in different positions over and over and over, no matter how bad you are at times.
He can make you a name, man. He can gonna make it to your skill set, as he did with Colin Kaepernick, and then he went on over with Lamar, and then he went to he was with Justin Herbert for a hot minute or whatever. He's like a doctor when you have a cold. He's the ear, nose, and throat guy. But when you need a surgeon, you got to take it to the next level. He's not a surgeon, but he's a wonderful ear, nose, and throat guy. He can prescribe the best antibiotics and throat lozenges in the business. But don't get him in post-operative surgery, messing with your brain. That ain't the guy. That ain't the guy.
Yeah.
Did y'all realize what John Harbaugh did before he left the Ravens? Laugh out loud. Dude set himself up for success after reading the writing on the wall. He playing chess when Ravens were playing checkers. Okay.
Maybe so. Yeah. I mean, like I said, like we talked about earlier, he's with the Giants now, and they made some moves. He went out and got Likely from the tight end from Baltimore. They made some moves. It's someone for us to watch in NFC next year. I'm not saying they're going to the Super Bowl or to the playoffs, because I still don't trust Jackson Dart as a quarterback, a pocket quarterback, a pure pocket passer. But they've definitely made some moves to improve themselves. So, they'll win some games next year. Giants will win some games next year for sure. It'll be tough.
You said they made some moves. What were some of the pivotal moves that the Giants made?
They signed Isaiah Likely, who was a tight end.
Oh, I love him. Yeah.
Who's the fullback that they signed to go with? What's his name now?
Scatterboo.
Yeah, the fullback they've got running with him now. I forget who it was that they signed up.
I got Isaiah Likely, Jordan Stout, Tremaine Edmonds.
Edmonds, who was the linebacker in Chicago.
Yeah.
They signed him. You got the list? I can't remember exactly off the top of my head.
Jordan Stout, Greg Newsome,
corner, who was with Cleveland for a while.
Yep. Patrick Richards.
Calvin Austin from Pittsburgh. They signed him, little slot receiver. So they made some solid moves.
Jermaine Olumunor.
Is a tackle? Yeah, Aluminor. Yep. Offense. I think it's left tackle.
I just says OT.
Right. Yeah,
see which side.
I want to say he's the rule. It might be the right side.
Fullback Patrick Ricard. Yeah, he is a man. He looks like.
Look,
they say
if nothing else, you want to talk about TikToks? I want to see a TikTok with him and Scatterboo, because those two guys look like.
That's coming down. That dude is 3. He used to be with the Ravens.
Yeah.
Dude is thick. He is a biscuit. He's listed at 290, they say, but I know 290 when I see it. That dude's 300 plus.
Hey, they're going to be Baltimore North.
Yeah,
They're gonna be
yeah.
Baltimore North.
They,
It's gonna
that's
be a
exactly
lot
that.
of RPO, a lot of read option. I'm
Hard
not
nose
saying
running.
yeah,
Yep.
it's not. I'm not saying Jackson Dart is Lamar, but they're gonna run similar systems, and he's gonna
Lots of
do a lot of
RPO.
what Lamar. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Y'all ready to handle that? Y'all gonna see him? Well, we play the NFC East next year too.
Yeah, we come to see y'all. I think we come out to Santa Clara next year, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll get on down. What's Jackson Dart? Is he gonna be out? Is he ACL or what was his injury?
Uh, Dart's. I think Dart's fine. I know Scatterbo had the
He broke
he
his
dislocated his foot or something like that.
yeah.
Ankle. Dislocated ankle. I think he's gonna be fine for week one. And I posed this question to one of my homeboys, man. What Giants pick at 5, I believe. What is stopping them from taking Jeremiah Love?
Ooh, nothing.
No one has answered that
Nothing.
question for me. Everybody tells me they're going another way, and I'm just like, why wouldn't they take Jeremiah Love at 5?
You got Scatterbo?
I would
Maybe.
take. I would take it.
You could put them
Jeremiah
all together.
Love. I take Jeremiah Love over Scatterbo easily. I'm not as big on Scatterbo as most people are.
But you can have a two-headed monster. They don't do the
You
same
could.
thing.
You
You
could,
know,
yeah. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing stopping them. But
I wouldn't hate it. And aim it for the way.
it'd be better than him going to the Chiefs. I know that. I'll take him in New York rather than Kansas City. Please,
yeah.
don't. Patrick Mahomes, a bona fide runner like that. That's
But
that.
I don't hear anybody talking about that. Every time I see a mock draft, and I know it's we're a month away from the draft, but every time I see a mock draft, no one has him going to the Giants, and I'm just like, is that not a possibility? It doesn't make any sense to me. Why not improve your backfield?
In
You
my
got another
mocks,
skill guy.
I've seen the Giants have different needs. Let me go to PFF real quick. Or PFF's the one. I like PFF. PFF mock draft. Sign in on this thing. Yeah, and it's just how they mocking it. So and then you got people like Mel Kiper's. Oh yeah. Todd. They're gonna go with tight end. Gotta go tight end. That's right. But he be wrong sometimes. So
A
hey,
lot, a lot. I love Mel Kiper though, man, but
few times
he's wrong a lot. Yeah,
he's
Will
off.
Kiper's been wrong so many, but he is so confident when he says like
absolutely. How can
Oh
you
yeah.
not be?
Oh, he
Yeah,
believe what he say now. He believe.
absolutely.
He actually does believe it now.
He
Don't think
said,
he don't.
what's the quarterback from? He said Jimmy Clausen was going to be,
the greatest thing ever.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
this guy's got to have. He's blocked. He's coming from Notre Dame. He's got all the intangibles you want. He's a leader. He's going to throw the ball all over the place. He's going to be difference maker for anybody that passes him up. It's going to be out of the NFL.
It's like I want to be that wrong on my job that often and still be looked at as the best in my job.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they go to him every year.
Yeah, man. They do.
And he does have he's got great hair. For as bad as the hair is, this man's got great hair.
You're right. The man does have great hair. I can't deny it. And it's still looking good. He started this thing back in the 80s when I was watching. He is still full head. He goes to
But
see.
I like Mel. I like Mel. I still like him though.
Yeah, you gotta
even
love
though,
it.
even though he's wrong, I still like him though. He's entertaining, if anything. But yeah, the Giants made some good moves, man. Uh, One team I think everyone should watch next year. I don't know how well they'll do. They caught people by surprise at the end of the season this past year, but I will keep my eye on them Saints next year. I don't know why. I just have a feeling the Saints gonna be pretty good next. They're gonna be solid next year. I'm not gonna
Well,
say
every year somebody different comes out of the NFC South.
Yeah,
they have a consecutive way of like the last going to first or the first going to last. and it's a new NFC South juggernaut every time, every time.
Here's a question for you guys. You guys are
Shut my
coaching the
screen a little
Steelers.
bit. If y'all
Are
can
you
see
just at
this.
this point? Are you just moving on from Rodgers?
If
Since
I'm
he hasn't
Pittsburgh,
decided.
you're asking?
If you were the coach of the Steelers or just part of the Steelers organization,
Right.
with Rodgers still, not saying anything, would you make a trade for Mac Jones or have just went ahead and signed anybody since you're not hearing nothing from him?
Uh, I think Rogers is coming back. I do. I think he'll be back for another year. McCarthy, they have a relationship from Green Bay.
Yeah, given
I,
this given this McCarthy. Now, if it were another coach,
Do you think they move off from there?
maybe we're talking and looking different, but I think that was a selling point for McCarthy. Ellison.
I don't know. That relationship ended terribly in Green
It,
Bay.
it did. It did. It didn't end well, but I think they're cordial enough to make it better. And I put it to you like this: what are Pittsburgh's options really? There's no one in the draft this year for them to take. Um, and are you really gonna trade picks for Mac Jones, or are you gonna sign Kirk
Kirk
Cousins?
Cousins?
Or
I would take Kirk Cousins over Rodgers at this point in his career.
nah, I'm not doing
I would.
that. Nah.
Stability point because you're not going to deal with all of Rodgers' BS and all that craziness. I would take Kirk Cousins instantly.
Uh, uh, Kirk Cousins still can't throw a 15-yard out route at this point in his career consistently. So I cannot take Kirk Cousins over even this Aaron Rodgers right here. So I don't think they have any alternatives but to go back to Aaron Rodgers at this point.
Hey,
I
Ellison,
think
on this mock draft, man, they got Jeremiah Love going second to the New York Football Jets.
I think he's going top five when it's all said and done.
That's a
I
nice
don't know.
combo with him and Hall.
I could see him going four. I could see him going four to the Titans. I could. Him and Cam Ward, put him in the backfield with Cam Ward. I can see that for sure. I think he's going top five. He's a top five talent. Will he last or go past top five? He might for sure. But I think talent wise, he's a top five talent. I think he's the best overall player in the draft. I think it's hands down. But yeah, I can see him going anywhere from four to eight, nine,
No way he
possible.
makes it out of the top 10. Absolutely no way.
Oh no, he's not going out top 10.
Yeah, no
He's
way.
going anywhere between 4 and 8.
Now on this on the PFF, they got needs. The number one need for the Titans is running back, but if they pass on it, go with Sonny Styles. The next team with the number one need at running back would be the Washington Commanders.
Yeah. I'll take him in a heartbeat. 100%. Yeah, I'll run to what a draft at this year. Pittsburgh. I'll run to
Yeah.
Pittsburgh and pick him up myself.
If he
Absolutely.
And carry him back home, kind of thing.
Absolutely.
you
Absolutely.
take him at 7,
Absolutely. 100%. Absolutely. That's a steal for me if he's at 7. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Kansas City came up and tried to take him. If Kansas City tried to get up to we're at 7, so if they try to get up to 6 or something to take him, he's going in it from 4 to 8. He's going in that range, I think.
on the big board, they got him listed as
Three.
the third best
Right.
player coming out.
Yeah, I think he's that good. I'm not sold on it. What do y'all think about Mendoza? Is Mendoza, uh, uh, what do you see as his future?
Well, he beat me for the national championship, so I don't really care. But but yeah, he's pretty good. He is good.
First
I
overall,
like
good.
him.
That's the projected.
This year, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
In a
sometimes it's gonna be at the right time in the right place, and he
yeah,
allotted with that.
exactly there, exactly, Captain. Sometimes it just
Look at
lines
what
up for
Curtis
you.
Rourke did the year before him. Curtis Rourke put up pretty close to the same numbers the year before, and he's now our fourth string quarterback in the same system and everything else. And it just happens that he hit lightning in a bottle this year, and he's the number one overall pick.
Uh, it's similar to what I said about Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs being uh, Branch from Detroit as far as safety. They're similar players, but I don't know if I'm taking him that high. I kind of copy Mendoza to Jared Goff. I know Jared Goff went number one too, but in a weak draft that year as well. But is he number one draft worthy? And I think they're comps as players, but I don't know if I'm taking him number one in the draft. He's in a
Yeah,
weak
but
class, so I think
that's
it'll
what
be
that's
fine.
what that's what you do as an NFL franchise. You take that quarterback. If you got that number one pick, and if you don't have somebody, you take what's that's just what they do.
Yeah,
I don't agree with it all the time, but that's especially with someone like the Raiders. The Raiders, they're just going to do it.
and they don't have any weapons for him besides
No,
Brock Bowers.
yeah, like I said, I'd rather take a litany of draft picks and move back, even out of the top 10 and just rebuild everything else. Wait till next year.
And it's
Yep,
a better
yep.
draft. Next year's drafts will be pretty good from my
Yeah,
understanding. So,
that's my draft philosophy there. I've shared it with you. Yeah, that first round, I want sensational. Second and third, rotational. Fifth, situational. And sixth, probational. Uh, I get the best player available. If it were me, I'm looking for the best of the best. Who's best at their position? Who can I see that's going to hit this league and be at least best, not just on my team. He's already got to be a starter, but I need him to be the best in the division, if not the conference, if not the NFL. If I can't see that on him, I'm trading back and getting plethoras of picks, and then looking
yeah,
for those guys who at least a rotational second, third round guy I could see one day starting and being solid here, and for my organization. If you can't see that in the second or third round, trade back and pick up more of what it is. Sometimes your drafts are just what it is, but don't burn first round and second round picks on guys who are reaches, on guys who you think I think he can play. We feel like he might fit in. No, he better damn well be somebody you can go back to and feel good in 3 years. Say, man, that was a slam dunk. And there are obviously going to be things to consider, like injury or a regime change or something like that. But you have to be able to justify the fact that this first rounder, every indication was he was special. If you don't see that, just go on back and do I guess Belichick would do that. Just pick up 2 or 3 more picks in the second, third, fourth round.
yeah,
You know,
And look how good they were good for.
yeah, for sure. Where are y'all picking?
we are
27.
picking 27th.
27.
By this
Okay.
projection, it says Omar Cooper Jr. is the 27th best player
I like him
I'm
too.
down for it.
out of
I would,
I
you know
like
Indiana.
what?
him.
I'd be completely happy with that pick.
I like him for sure. I do like him. I think he's gonna be pretty. He is Jarvis Landry. That's who he is. If y'all remember Jarvis
Jarvis
Landry,
Landry,
Yep.
he was pretty decent. He had some good years in Cleveland as well as Miami.
I like Omar Cooper.
I think he's the most clutch receiver in this draft. Not maybe necessarily the best, but if there was like a
Yeah,
game on the line for someone to catch the ball, I
Yeah.
think he would be the one that would catch it more consistently than anybody else.
maybe so. Maybe so. I like Jordan Tyson. I think Jordan Tyson is the best receiver in the draft. That's just me. I know a lot of people like Lemon from USC. It's another one.
No, yeah.
And Carnell Tate is in there too. I don't know about Lemon, but my guy is Jordan Tyson. I think he's the best receiver in the draft, but we'll see. Omar Cooper, another receiver. Well, I mean, if he's the best player on the board, I don't see why not.
Yeah, if he's special, get him. If you don't feel like he's that guy or gonna wreck the league, don't mess around with him. You can get him a little later on. You can get somebody else a little later on. Just trade out of it and get to the second and third and fourth round. Uh,
I mean,
at position.
I'd rather
Who did you say? Tyson? Jordan
Jordan
Tyson.
Tyson
Let
from
me
Arizona State.
let me. I got them ranked by position as well as PFF numbers as well as PFN numbers and wide receiver. Let's look at the big map here. I got Tyson as the third best wide receiver coming out. This is how PFF ranks it. It's got Carnell Tate as the best, Mekhi Lemon, second best, and Jordan Tyson, the third best receiver coming out.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I like Tyson. I think all three of them are pretty good. If I had to pick one, it would be Tyson for me. But I always go best player available
Alofa Falua.
than taking than reaching for somebody. So, we've seen teams reach for guys for sure in the first
Yeah,
round. So,
and trying to make them something that
yeah,
they're really not. And you're like,
right.
oh, we're not gonna do
Yeah.
well.
I'll take the
Ed,
best player. Take the best player, and if you already got, people at that position, you know, make the best man win. See what happens. I'd rather have talent than no talent.
yeah, you gotta have talent, man. You ain't gonna do it about the horses.
Sure.
Let me check this other one real quick for wide receiver. This is PFN standards, and I think this was before the combine. PFN has Jordan Tyson as the best receiver coming out, followed by Carnell Tate, followed by Mekhi Lemon. So they switched it up a little bit.
Who's he got number 4? It's got to be Boston.
Casey Concepcion 4 and Denzel Boston 5.
Denzel is who I would put at 4.
Yeah, he's a Washington kid, so you saw him up close and personal.
I would. He ain't gonna fall to us, but man, that kid he can ball.
You never know, man.
He's tall, man. I got him listed at 6'4", so he's taller than Carnell Tate, and 209. So he's he got a little bit more mass.
He's a big kid. He moves great. He's got a good arm, good hands, good wingspan.
I've seen him on, I've seen his highlight reel. I never watched too many of the Washington games. I'm down here in North Carolina, so I see a lot of ACC, a lot of SEC.
I get beat or what used to be the Pac-10 after dark.
Yeah, they done changed that all.
Yeah, it's all weird.
Cal in the ACC and Stanford. We're like, what is going on, dude?
Hey, man, it's all about money. It's all about
that.
Money.
It is
definitely.
Yeah. It's just crazy. Syracuse and Boston College in the ACC, and like you said, Cal is in the ACC.
Can we at least realign it to where just get rid of the name? It's so stupid.
Stay regional at least.
Yeah.
Just you got guys going to the ACC, and you can't even see the Atlantic from the Pacific.
We got the Carolina Panthers in the NFC West. That's what they're doing in the freaking college now.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, Dallas is in the NFC East.
Yeah,
and they've always been in the NFC East.
But their grandpa into that. That will never change.
Yeah. He wanted that. I guess that was Tex Stram. He wanted that because the two news-making cities in the entire world are Washington and New York. So if you play in them 2 times a year,
your name gets out there.
Yeah, your brand sells here. They're very strategic on that one. But geographically, you're supposed to be way over yonder.
Yeah. I came up in the day and time where the Saints and the Falcons were in the NFC West.
Yeah.
The Cardinals were in the NFC East.
So,
I remember those days for sure.
Like, why did it take them so long to realign? Like, come on, guys, change this, man.
It came with when Jacksonville and Carolina came into the league. They kind of realigned things and branched off to 4 divisions because it was just 3, but now it's 4 divisions.
That's why I don't think that I don't like the idea of them expanding, simply because it just throws it all off balance. Because right now is like the perfect balance with 32 teams.
I don't see them expanding either, but they're gonna get an 18th game if anything.
Oh, that 18th.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's within the next 5 years, if not sooner.
Yeah. I think after they collectively bargain in 28, I believe. So
I hope they get a second.
There'll be some give and take.
If you do that much, you got to get a second buy in there.
Oh yeah, because every team is going to have to play an international game.
Oh yeah,
every team.
At that point, that one game a season for every team will be an international someplace.
And after your international game will be your bye. Every team will play an international game, and every team will play, one more home game or one more away game a year, and they'll figure it out some kind of way.
And technically, we got 2 this year. We're going to start off in Sydney or
We
Melbourne.
are destroying the record for the amount of flight.
Oh, we
time.
gonna use up some jet fuel, baby, and then we're going to Mexico City later on in the year. I don't know who we're going to play down there, but
Jet's getting his miles in this year. That's for damn sure.
yeah, boy.
He's gonna have some credit on that credit card for the.
Yeah, charge that thing, plenty of fuel.
You know what? I just thought about this, and maybe I'm off here, but like I said, I think every team's gonna have to play an international game for one of those games, the 17th game, but that 18th game or vice versa. Could y'all see where San Francisco plays Washington, but the game is
Hawaii.
in Orlando or
Yeah,
something
I would
like
love
that?
that. I would love
Yeah.
that.
That'd be
Somewhere
cool.
that doesn't have an NFL team.
Yep.
Because you remember the day, and again, I'm dating myself here, but I remember where Green Bay used to play home games in Milwaukee.
Yeah, they were
Yep.
working on the stadium
Yeah,
at
in Lambeau.
at Lambeau, trying to upgrade everything.
I could see the Seahawks playing in Portland for that 18th game.
for
something
a
along-
game. Yeah, just a game. Yeah, I could see NFL will do something crazy. So I definitely. You see what
Chargers
the
will play the
NFL trying
18th
to,
game back in San Diego.
Yeah, for something like that. Yeah. And you see
Yeah,
what the
you
NFL is trying to have a game Thanksgiving Eve.
No. Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Just stop, man. We want our holiday. Don't get me wrong. I like my football on the holidays, but come on.
yeah. It's a certain thing called doing too much.
Yeah.
You don't want to booger
Now
it
we have
all.
the Black Friday game. What's next?
Yeah.
When is the New Year's Eve midnight game? With the
Hey,
kickoffs
man.
at midnight.
They already
This-
done invaded Christmas. That was fun.
Yeah.
Christmas was supposed to be the NBA.
Yeah.
They're like,
That's
get out of
the
here. Get out of here. We're taking over Christmas.
Hey man, the comment made. I'm not sure who this or how you pronounce this. Is that Falua 60?
Philo?
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
McNeil Warren. Remember I told you about him a couple weeks ago.
EMW. Yes, sir.
Hey man, that dude's
You a real
gonna be
one?
proud. Yeah, man. Yep.
What is he, a safety?
He's a safety. Yeah, he's official. He's official. Yeah, he's official.
Toledo guy, right?
Yep.
Yep.
He's
And
official.
that whole Toledo backfield is legit. I would take any of them.
He's official.
He is he's ranked, PFN's got him as the second best safety behind Caleb Downs. 6'2", 182. He's a little thin, but if he's in a free capacity, I can work with that, because
He's
that
real.
free safety has to cover a lot of field, and he has to have instincts to be more pass defense oriented than coming down in the box and trying to thump. So, we can put a little weight on you. That's fine.
Hey man, I see Kenny said he had Toledo play lesser competition. Randy Moss went to Marshall. Deacon Jones
Where'd Jerry
went
Rice go to?
Hey man,
Mississippi Valley State. Some of these guys can get it, but that it's a concern. That's why they usually slide, because that's the level of competition makes people pause a little bit, particularly when you're drafting. It's probably a little something missing in your 4th or 5th round. You're probably looking at a guy who's been in a smaller school and he hasn't played as much NFL talent, so you don't know for sure. But if he's dominant at a level, that perks that up a little bit. If you were playing Toledo in the MAC, I think that's the MAC with
that's the MAC. Yeah.
If you were playing and you dominated the level, dude, we can work with you. Khalil Mack played at like Buffalo.
Played at Buffalo.
Yeah.
And you
Where
can
did
see
Kurt
talent.
Warner and Tony
Northern
Romo
Iowa.
play? Yep.
Yep. So hey man, you see
You
talent.
play
man.
where you play.
Yeah, you play where you play. Yeah.
And just dominate the level. Dominate the level, and they're gonna see you.
The kid Thiemann from Oregon, he's okay. He's a free too, but I'm taking that kid from Toledo before Thiemann.
I got Dylan Thieneman as as the fourth best safety coming out.
But a lot of people like him too.
Yeah,
Not to say he's not good either, but I'm taking the kid from Toledo. I think he's the best safety. Might be the best safety in the draft.
let me see here.
Downs is going before him, probably way before him. But I like McNeil Warren though. I do.
Thiemann has a really high PFF grade at
Yeah,
91, and
yeah.
he's
He's going first round
as
too.
the second best, but and even I guess it's flipped. EMW is third best, and he's got a 91.9. He's actually PFF has him ranked higher in terms of a PFF grade, but because he plays in Toledo, they knock him down a notch because of the level of competition.
You know who he played with at Toledo? I think they intersected. May not have. But Quinion Mitchell, corner from the Eagles, went to Toledo also.
Okay.
So when you got talent, man, Josh Allen went to Wyoming. So just because you go to a small school or out of nature school doesn't mean you can't play football or
Oh,
basketball.
dude, yeah, man, those guys play. All those guys in Ohio play. Youngstown State,
Yep,
um,
that's a good one right there too. They put a lot of talent out.
Toledo, all that Ohio State, Miami of Ohio. And then Ben Roethlisberger went there, right?
Yep.
Those guys play ball up there in Ohio, man.
North Dakota State puts out good offensive linemen.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
They do.
Yep.
Nick Sakel wearing a ring.
There you go. Yeah. Akron.
Yep.
Akron. Yeah.
Akron. I don't want to say
Akron.
Akron.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Good, yeah. Yeah. But I like that kid. Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, it's been really real. I think we're at. Did my clock stop?
2 hours? Nope, we're about 2 hours in.
36. Yeah, we in there right at 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen. We kicked it with you, gave you some Friday night lights. I want to thank everybody for coming out. We got up to, I seen one time we had 16 or 18 folks in here, and I'm on Twitch as well. I don't know if they pick up my Twitch numbers, but it is wonderful doing a night show. I like the nighttime. Your voice got to drop down a little bit when you're doing the nighttime ride, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank Ellison and Captain Niner. We're going to be doing a lot more. And I want to thank and give a round of applause to Cat. I got some other good stuff. Yeah, Sweet Georgia Brown on here. Listen. That's when we was playing. I forgot who we played, but they beat us so bad. It's like we was like the Washington Generals out there. I think it was Atlanta or something. I will be back on the air Tuesday. If not tomorrow, I will be with Captain Niner. Not Cap. David McNiner. We're going to be on doing a mock draft tomorrow. If y'all want to check that out, maybe Ellison will be and represent the Washington Commanders on that. I'm trying to hook that up with you two. We just I know he's going to throw me the link, and then I'll give it to yourself, Ellison, and we'll see if we can have all that on, man. And it gets very, very interesting, especially with Kenny in the chat. Kenny's going to actually be on. There he is right there. What's he saying? He's going to come with all the good players in the good schools now. Yeah, he is going to try to talk you out of a lot of stuff, and he's going to argue his points. So just be ready for that.
I'll give credit. Kenny's been right on a lot of things. I'll give him credit that he's hit on a few of them.
Yeah, Kenny will short the stock, and and it doesn't pan out. And he's like, "Yeah, see, told you." So, yeah, 90% of it's gonna fail. We already know that. I want to thank everybody else for coming out, man. I will be checking y'all out very, very soon. You probably see us tomorrow night. And remember, we walk by faith and not by sight. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you for coming out.